How's it going, YouTube? So, as you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking about bucket lists. And I've started a bucket list ever since I graduated from high school, mainly because I feel like now that I'm out of, my parents' rules and stuff, I can kind of do a lot more things. I feel like I have a lot more time than I did in high school. So, what inspired me to do this video was when I went to Barnes & Noble's and I saw this book. It's called My Ultimate Bucket List. And it has an activity on the top, and then you have the date of when you did it and where you did it and who you were with, write about your experience, and would you do this again? So I thought this was a really cool book. The one thing that I probably filled out the most was go to a concert of a favorite band. Because I'm still filling this out, I just kind of wrote the dates and who I was with, but this one I actually wrote would I do this again, and I was like, of course. So that activity was go to a concert of a favorite band. I've been to 2 concerts in my whole entire life. My first concert was actually The Wanted. Do not judge people who are Directioners or the 5 Sauce fam, because I'm actually part of the 5 Sauce fam, because I like 5 Seconds of Summer and The Wanted, so don't judge. But anyways, The Wanted was my first concert. It was in Miami, and that I thought was really fun. I kind of wanted to make this video like a series, pretty much kind of talking about things that I would want to do, or things that I've already crossed off my bucket list and what I plan to cross off my bucket list fairly soon. Just a disclaimer, guys, this isn't a way for me to just brag about what I've done. It's more of a way to encourage you guys to make your bucket list and to live out your life rather than just live in it. So, yeah. And then maybe even talk about some stuff that are in this bucket list that I don't want to do, because there's probably a lot of those. But what's really cool about this book is that in the back, you can actually write down your own activities that you want to do. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about stuff that I actually want to do, that I actually wrote extra in my bucket list. And then probably the next time I film another bucket list video, it'll probably be after our San Francisco/Florida trip. After that trip, I'm probably going to knock a few things off my bucket list and see how things go. Okay, so in the back of my bucket list, in this book, I created a couple of my own. So the first one is travel around Europe. I love traveling, and so traveling around Europe is probably my dream. I think I should write that on my bucket list. One thing I really, really want to do when traveling around Europe is to go to, I think it's in France, the opera house that was used to film the Phantom of the Opera. I want to go there and see the underwater kind of lair thing of the Phantom, because in the opera house itself, there's actually an underground area where there's water because of a flood that happened in that area, and so it flooded the opera house, and so there's still water in the very underground of the opera house. So I definitely want to go there, just because I love that scene in the movie and in the play. But yeah, that should have been on my bucket list, to go to watch Phantom of the Opera in the play. I'm probably going to write that down. So that's one thing I really want to do. And go see the Trevi Fountain, because of the Lizzie McGuire movie. If you guys know what the Lizzie McGuire movie, comment down below. The next activity I put on my ultimate bucket list is direct my own film. So I love filming. That is the reason why I made this YouTube channel, because I wanted to film. I wanted to make some stories that I wrote the script for, that I directed. We had a class project where we had to make a film about a specific topic. So we were really proud of our very first one, and so it inspired us to create ATA Productions. We really wanted to expand more on it, especially after we graduated, because we realized that, every year we're not going to be doing these films anymore. And so we wanted to do more of it, and actually creating a story that we want to write about. Anyways, so the next thing on my bucket list is mattress surfing. One of my favorite movies is The Princess Diaries. If you guys watched the second one, they did mattress surfing. That is on my bucket list because that looks so much fun. Another one, just because I love romantic stuff. I don't know why, I do. I put attach a lock to a love bridge. So in those movies where you see those couples and they put a lock on the bridge with their initial on it, I think that's the cutest thing ever. Next activity on my bucket list. Okay, before I tell you guys, I am a huge fan of Harry Potter. So I've watched all the movies, read all the books, I've been to Harry Potter World twice, drank butterbeer every time I went. But anyways, the actual activity on my bucket list was to visit the Harry Potter studios in London, because that would be amazing. My next on my bucket list is visit the set of Teen Wolf and Flash. I love the Flash so much. I've been watching their CGI things that they do and their editing behind the scenes things on YouTube, and it just interests me so much how they do that, and I really want to do stuff like that. And also Teen Wolf, visiting the set of Teen Wolf, seeing Beacon Hill, seeing the hospital, the inside of the school, the football field where they play, or not the football field, but the field that they play lacrosse in. That would be so cool. And to see their uniforms and stuff that they use for lacrosse, see the prosthetics that they put on their face, just so that they can turn into werewolves. How cool would that be to see the set of that? So I'm very interested in that. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to ATA Productions, and I'll see you guys maybe next week.